Hey guys, it's William here. Welcome back to the Shape Game. Today we're here with the MRI update, first update 2026. Almost messed up the year. And I'll get it out of the way. All clear. All clear, going on my 3-year plus streak. I always joke every single time, and I love this joke. I always knew there was nothing up here, you know? So, awesome. This isn't going to be a really long video. I have a couple, I actually am very excited about the results. And a lot of stuff my doctor said that I want to make a video about, because I also want to, a lot of people really watched the first video I made on this channel. That's the most viewed video I've made, because it's my GBM story, how I was diagnosed and everything. I really want to make like an updated version where I tell the process of my, the process of my treatment over the years, but on one video. So, I mean, obviously you can go back and watch multiple videos to see reoccurrences, what treatments I was doing, but I would like to make one video that kind of tells it all in a nice package, one place to view that. So, anyways, real fast, the stuff I do want to mention, I had to write it down because my short-term memory sucks. My MGMT is unmethylated, and I know some people have asked that in the comments, and I just could not remember, so we asked the doctor, and she told us. The crazy thing about that is, I'm sure someone told me at some point I was on temozolomide multiple times, even right after radiation. That's what I went on, and for my chemo, temozolomide, and that is also what I was on whenever I had a reoccurrence. So I looked into this because I was just afterwards, I was like, I'm really interested to see this, because technically, I am in the, it says here, there is a 5 to 10% chance of a meaningful response from temozolomide. So because of my unmethylated MGMT, I had a 5 to 10% chance of that chemo working for me. And it worked. And I already think my story is a little crazy, how I found out, all this stuff, all these different things. I think it's a little crazy, but the fact that I'm in the highly unlikely, what they call the small minority or rare minority, because 5 to 10% of people with the unmethylated MGMT, it only works for them. I just think that's crazy. It was mind blowing. I couldn't believe that. I was like, just one more level to my craziness, in my life. So thought that was really cool. Really, really cool. So once again, I'm glad I have that info, because I want to do, like I said, a whole recap video. It's good to have that. And now also the people, I have something to respond to in the comments when they're asking that, because I looked at my older videos. I think there's a good chance I didn't mention this. So awesome stuff there. Man, it's been a crazy journey. I just made my 7-year anniversary video. 7 years of doing this channel, and it's been a wild journey. Someone commented, how are you not in a medical journal already? And I'm just like, yeah, I guess, I am kind of an anomaly, I guess. And then I realized this unmethylated thing in the temozolomide. I was like, well, I guess even more so that person's going to be like, how come this isn't, I've heard people that have had their surgeries go on for like 3 to 4 hours for their resection, of their tumor. Mine was 30 minutes, and they got 98% of it. All the things that have lined up in my life. I know I'm lucky. I know I'm very lucky to have the access to the things I have, some of this is obviously out of my control. Like the unmethylated and the temozolomide working and all that. But I don't know. It's just crazy. It's crazy. There's things you can't, obviously the brain cancer appearing in my life was out of my control, but all these things that I was talking about were out of my control too, and it just all folds that way. And it's like, yes, I got this, but all these other things. I posted about this stuff on Reddit, and I got a lot of comments, a lot of new people that are not on the channel, obviously. I would say all of them are people that aren't on the channel. And I heard from a lot of people talking about people they had lost, family members and friends. And I used to be a lot more active in the glioblastoma community when I first was diagnosed. And unfortunately, I'm a very empathetic person, and you can probably tell by the way I'm talking, this is a little emotional, but I had some people that were subscribers or people that had reached out to me that I had a husband and a wife that reached out to me, and we did a video chat a couple times, and the wife passed away, and she wasn't even the one with cancer. And then the husband passed away, the one with the cancer, and they had two young kids. And then I had another person reach out to me, and that was their daughter that was going through it. I think she was 13, 14, and within like 2 months of hearing from them, she passed away. And I have the survivor's guilt thing, and I know you're like, I don't know. I know you're probably not going to say anything to me about that, but or in terms of negative stuff. But I feel like it's like I've gotten this gift of still being here, and I question why me and not all these people. And the best I can do is to make these videos and keep talking about my life and keep showing people that there's another side to this horrific illness, and the fact that I'm still here, I guess that's my mission, and I'm going to keep doing it. I'm going to speak for the people that didn't make it, and it's crazy. It's crazy. It's just, yeah. I believe that, one day we'll have a cure for this horrible situation, all cancer, I hope, and we've lost a lot of people along the way. And so to be one of the people that made it feels like an honor, and I'm going to keep sharing the good news. Going to keep sharing about my life. I'm going to keep doing videos where I keep you up to date about stuff. I know this video is longer than I said it'd be, but I have a whole. I talked to my doctor, who I love. She's amazing. She's a really I think she's a person. I think she's a genius. If she sees this, I really do like her. She's such a smart woman, and I really have wanted to make a video with her because she's so knowledgeable about glioblastoma. That's her brain cancer and cancer in general is really her focus. And I think she's neuro-oncologist. And so I really wanted to make a video with her. And so this last time I was here, just a couple days ago, to get my results, she said, hey, whenever you want to make that video, let me know, because I've mentioned it to her in the past. And I was like, that's amazing. So, and hopefully within the next month or two, I have to arrange it with her. I will have a video from her where I'm going to interview her and talk to her about this stuff. I'm going to make a video announcing that, because I'll mention it here and I'll say it in that video. Any questions you have for this, who I think is a really smart doctor, that you would like answered in that video, please put in the comments. I want to go through all the questions you guys have and ask her for that video, and we're going to hear her response to stuff. Because after I think my most recent, from like 3.5 years ago, my most recent reoccurrence might have been 4 years ago. The temozolomide stopped the tumor from growing, but it did not decrease the size of it. Where in the past times before that, obviously it did decrease to almost nothing, or as much as you can, and for it to technically be it's over for now. And she put me on Avastin, which within the next 2 months, I mean, you can watch those videos, but it went away. And so I've mentioned Avastin to so many people, friends and family, and online to you guys, and so many people who even message me are like, I've never heard of Avastin, and the fact that my doctor knew about this, knew that it was something that could pass the blood-brain barrier, also has 0 side effects, by the way, and it helped me in that way. That's just crazy. So anyways, this has been a long rambling video. Thank you guys so much for being with me on this journey. I've probably said it a million times, and I'm going to keep saying it. For the new people, for the people who've been here, I love reading your comments. I saw them all in the last video. It's so cool to see how long so many of you have been here. It's so cool to see all the people that are new, that are joining, especially from Reddit. That's awesome. I love sharing positivity. That's my mission in life, not even to just people dealing with cancer, family members, all that stuff. It's literally positivity. We live in really messed up times. I know you could say that for any generation, but hey, we're dealing with it too. And there's stuff we can't do, stuff we can't control, but our outlook, to the best we can, be positive. And I love spreading that outlook. I love trying to help people see that. So anyways, thank you guys for watching again. This is the ending for real. I'll see you guys in the next one, and stay safe, stay positive, and put your questions down below for the doctor. So cool. See ya.